Throughout this series, we've been building financial structure. We've explored liquidity, solvency, leverage, fragility, resilience, optionality, and flexibility. But now the framework evolves again. Because financial systems are not static, they behave dynamically through time. And once we understand that, personal finance changes completely. This is the transition point of the series. We are moving from financial architecture to financial systems operation. A household financial system is not simply income, expenses, assets, or liabilities. It is a living network of interconnected systems. Liquidity affects flexibility, leverage affects fragility, solvency affects survivability, optionality affects future decision quality. And these systems constantly interact through time. This means small changes inside one part of the system can create major consequences somewhere else. A rise in debt servicing may compress liquidity, reduce flexibility, increase stress, and worsen future decisions. Everything is connected. And because everything is connected, the system must be actively operated. Financial systems contain feedback loops. Some loops strengthen the system, others weaken it. Strong liquidity often creates reduced stress, better decision making, improved flexibility, and greater resilience. That creates a positive reinforcement loop. But weak liquidity may create pressure, emotional decisions, increased borrowing, worsening leverage, and additional fragility. That creates a negative reinforcement loop. And over time, small loops compound into massive divergence. The system remembers prior pressure. Pressure rarely stays isolated. A small disruption, like inflation, job loss, rising interest rates, unexpected repairs, or declining income, often spreads throughout the entire system. Weak liquidity may increase borrowing. Borrowing increases leverage. Leverage increases fragility. Fragility increases stress. And stress reduces decision quality. And eventually, the entire structure begins destabilizing. This is why highly leveraged systems often appear stable, until suddenly they are not. Most financial systems do not fail suddenly. They weaken gradually, and before visible collapse appears, small warning signals usually emerge first. For example, shrinking liquidity, rising debt service pressure, declining surplus, increasing leverage, or disappearing flexibility. These are early warning indicators, and this is why monitoring matters. Because resilient systems require visibility. You cannot intelligently operate a system you do not monitor or understand. At this point, personal finance becomes something very different. You are no longer reacting randomly or merely tracking spending. You are operating a system. That means monitoring pressures, forecasting outcomes, managing leverage, preserving flexibility, and protecting future optionality. Strong systems continuously adapt. This is the transition from reactive finance to operational finance. In the next phase of Season 3, we begin operating the system under changing conditions. We'll explore behavioral cash flow patterns, forecasting, stress testing, scenario analysis, and financial decision modeling. Because once the financial system becomes visible, it can finally be operated intelligently. And ultimately, that is what this entire framework has been building toward.